New details continue to come in one day after yet another deadly school shooting. Hundreds gathered outside Umpqua Community College last night in Oregon, hours after a mass shooting inside a classroom there. At least 9 people were killed and a dozen others were injured. The shooter, 26-year-old Chris Mercer, died after a shootout with police. 4 guns were found at the scene. Witnesses say he may have been targeting Christians. The father of a student that was wounded says Mercer would ask the victims about their religion before shooting. We're continuing to follow the very latest from Oregon. We'll bring you the latest throughout the day on NewsChannel5.com. 6 U.S. service members have been killed in a military plane crash. It happened in eastern Afghanistan. 5 other civilian passengers on board also lost their lives in the crash. The investigation continues right now on what caused that plane to go down. A rash of home break-ins solved in South Nashville was all thanks to some good police work. Police began to interview several of the burglary victims who say they saw a silver Hummer H3 driving around the neighborhood. Officers knew that car so well they even knew who would be driving it. After several neighbors picked the suspect out of a photo lineup, they secretly placed a GPS tracker on the suspect's car and watched as he committed more burglaries. They pulled him over and officers say they found stolen items inside. The suspect is in jail on a $45,000 bond. When you're in the hospital, thieves should be your last concern, but that's exactly what one elderly woman said forced her to go home early. 80-year-old Florence Matthews was being treated for pneumonia at Gateway Hospital and had asked a nurse to lock up her purse before she went to sleep, but that apparently didn't happen because the next morning several $100s were missing from her wallet, and the hospital said there wasn't anything they could do.
The security guard, when I told them about it, they said, well, these things been going on around here a while.
Gateway Hospital told us it can't comment on specific patients' cases, but told us they recommend patients leave their valuables at home. A well-known hotel chain is joining the likes of Target, Home Depot, and Staples. Trump Hotels is the latest company victimized by hackers. Hotel officials say hackers snuck a virus into their payment systems in the U.S. and Canada, which could have given the hackers access to customers' credit card information and other sensitive material. Anyone who visited a Trump hotel in the last year could be affected. The chain is now offering a year of free identity fraud protection to its customers. Age, weight, and relationship status, those are just some of the top Google searches voters are asking on the 2016 presidential candidates. The search engine released data of the top searches, among them Hillary Rodham Clinton's age, Chris Christie's weight, Carly Fiorina's marital status, and Bobby Jindal's birthplace. While not scientific, the questions give some insight into what voters are thinking about that's different from what traditional pollsters provide.